You're very welcome. Have you ever worked really hard at something and wondered, was it making any difference at all? Perhaps you started a business, written a book, created a YouTube channel, tried to improve your health, or worked towards a goal that matters deeply to you. You put in the effort, you keep showing up, you keep doing the work, but the results arrive much more slowly than you'd hoped. And after a while, a thought begins to appear. Maybe I'm not good enough. I wanted to make this video because I have found myself thinking a lot about this recently. As many of you know, I have a YouTube channel where I talk about how a difficult childhood can impact on our adult life and how we can heal from this difficult childhood. So I spend a lot of time doing these videos. I research them, I research my topic, I write them, I film them, I edit them. And if I'm honest, there are times when I look at the growth of my channel, I wish it was growing faster. I wish I had more subscribers. There are times when I wonder whether all this work is making any difference at all. Am I reaching any people at all? Now, years ago, I would have assumed that feeling meant something was wrong with me. Feeling that meant something was wrong with me. I would have taken the slow progress as evidence that I wasn't good enough, that the channel wasn't good enough. But these days, I understand something different. The slow growth of my channel is one thing. The feeling that it triggers inside me is another. What I have learned is that the slow progress of my channel wakes up my damaged core beliefs. It gets them kicking alive. And for me, one of those core beliefs is the first bad message. And you know, some of you might know, that message is, you are not enough. The interesting thing is that this bad message is always looking for evidence. So if something goes wrong, it says, there you are, I told you so. If progress is slow, it says, see, you're not good enough. If people don't engage with my videos, it says, see, nobody's interested, they're not good enough. The bad message, you are not enough, tries to turn ordinary life experiences into proof that it is true. But recognizing how this bad message is talking to you changes everything. Instead of saying, my channel isn't growing quickly enough, therefore I'm not enough, it's not enough, I now practice saying to myself, my channel is growing more slowly than I'd hoped, and I notice that the old I'm not enough bad message is trying to use this as evidence that my channel is not good enough. So, while the bad message is certainly managing to get through because it is niggling a lot in my mind, I have to work really hard not to listen to it. I have to work really hard not to let this land. And it is hard work when I see how my channel has had no increase in subscriber numbers for many weeks. It's staying steady for many weeks. And I do end up thinking the first bad message, you are not enough. Your channel is not enough. So I have to work really hard on stopping this bad message make me want to give it all up. I have to use nip and flip non-stop. It's quite tiring because I've really felt insecure. And this is how I am dealing with my channel's slow growth. And it's not easy, but it is an example of how the first bad message, you are not enough, can be very crippling mentally if a project you've taken on is not showing any progress. And I do think this applies to many areas of life. Maybe your new business success is taking longer than expected. Maybe you're studying for a qualification and it's taking you longer than you'd hoped. Maybe you're trying to recover from an illness and it's very slow. So maybe another thing is you're working on your confidence, and I don't know if you've done any work on your confidence, but that definitely takes a long time to see any improvement. It's not overnight. I suppose what I think now is the hardest part is not the work itself. The hardest part is continuing when there is very little evidence that what you're doing is working. And that's when the old damaged core beliefs often become loudest. They start screaming at you that you're not enough. But slow progress and self-doubt are not the same thing. So what do I do when self-doubt speaks very loudly to me? And it has been doing that a lot recently. I remind myself why I started my channel. And I started this channel because I wanted to help people understand toxic patterns that keep repeating in their lives. I started this channel because I wanted to share what I learned in my healing from my difficult childhood. And whether the channel grows quickly or slowly, my purpose has not changed. I know there's plenty of room for me to improve aspects of my channel. My presentation is not that hot. I need to look at my editing skills. I'm not very good on IT, so my videos are not at all fancy, as you can see. I need to do better editing skills for sure, and I will be working on this as I make more videos. And yeah, of course, I would love the channel to grow. I'd love to have more engagement from viewers, and I'd love more people to find the videos, to see the videos. And that's not because of my ego. It's because every time somebody does a like, or they make a comment, or they subscribe, that tells YouTube that people are finding the content helpful. And when that happens, YouTube shows the video to more people. So I look at it like this: there may be people out there struggling with the same toxic patterns, the same confusion, the same pain that many of us have experienced. And if my material can help them, then I would love if my videos reach them. But I have no control over this. I have no control over it happening or not. But what I can control is whether I continue showing up and doing the work. So if you're working towards something important to you and progress feels painfully slow, perhaps ask yourself this: are the results proving that you're not enough, or your project is not enough, or are they simply taking longer than you'd hoped? The results, are they taking longer than you'd hoped? Because those are not the same thing. Your dream is still alive. The work you do is still worthwhile. But the only thing that has happened is that the old bad message, you are not enough, has started talking to you, shouting to you. It has managed to knock your confidence and your belief in your project. And when this happens, the answer isn't to give up. The answer is to recognize that the bad message is trying to derail you. It's trying to mess with your mind. So challenge it. Don't let it land. Nip and flip it. And then keep working on your project. Keep going. Keep trying to achieve your goal. Keep believing in it. Don't let a damaged core belief destroy what you are working so hard to achieve. And this is where I find myself at the moment, doubting if my channel is good enough, whether I'm good enough. So I have to do all these things in my own life. I have to keep working on something I believe in, even though the results are so slow. And I don't even know if I'm reaching anybody. So I'm going to ask, if you have found any of my videos helpful, then liking, commenting, or subscribing will help YouTube show the videos to other people who may need them too. And that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you for listening. and I hope this makes sense.